What's up? It's your boy Fast checking in with you with another. Smash that subscribe button for your boy so you can get into this 500 subscriber giveaway that I got going on. And for those that ain't got a shout out yet, all you got to do is just leave me a comment, let me know your name and stuff, because I got so many people that on my comments that I can't really keep up with everybody like that. So all you got to do is just leave me a comment, let me know that you haven't been shouted out yet so that I can shout you out in my next video. In prison, it might come a situation to where somebody might doing something on the same day as you, and it might be a little confusing because one person might expect one thing and the other person might expect something else, and then they end up, being in a crazy situation because both of them are on the same page, but they didn't get the same results. I mean, you don't want to go to the penitentiary to get involved in situations like that because it always ends up turning out bad for one individual. I remember one time I was in Hutchinson Correctional Facility at the Medium. It was this dude named T. They called him T, Taylor, or Heavy T. It just depends on whatever name that the individual may want to call that person. But yeah, I mean, T was a real big dude. I mean, he was real heavy set, wore the glasses, the Chomo glasses and stuff like that. I think he was like a computer whiz at this time. I mean, he was our porter in our dorm. I mean, he was cool as a motherfucker because me and him always did little business together and stuff like that at the stores and things. So if he needed something from the commissary or whatever, I'd get it for him. So we kind of had a little routine going on with ourselves. I remember one day I was in the chow hall, just doing my normal thing, sitting there eating. I mean, T walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, Fast man, my birthday is next week," you know what I'm saying? Which today was Sunday. He was like, "My birthday's next week. You think you can give me some stuff out the kitchen?" Because I was working with the kitchen at this time. And I was like, "Yeah, I can get you something out there. It just depends on what it is." So we sitting there talking. I was like, "Man, how old you going to be?" He said he's going to be like 36. So I was like, "That's cool. I can't wait till I get 36. I think I was 24 at this time." So I get up, boom, go back to my little dorm. I'm just probably chilling there for probably about 2 hours. And that's when T come around there to me, gave me the list. And when he gave me the list, I'm looking at the list. I'm like, I can't get green peppers and cream cheese because you got to get that stuff out the store, out the staff dining area. And he's like, "All right." I said, "But I know somebody that works in the staff dining area. I can turn you on to him and stuff." And he's like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Pee Wee." Now Pee Wee, he was cool as a motherfucker too. He was an older dude as well. I mean, he didn't, kick no ruckus around the dorm and stuff like that. But at times, he probably can get, a little attitude about certain things. So, boom, I tell him I gotta holler at him. So he's like, "Nah, man, I don't really mess with that dude like that, So I was like, "All right, well, I'll go holler at him and see what's up, So he was like, "All right." So, boom, I go to the yard that night. And when I get to the yard, I'm there, just doing my normal thing, walking the track and stuff like that. And that's when I seen Pee Wee. He was over on the phone over there talking to somebody. So I waited till they got out the phone. Boom, after I hit the track a couple times, I seen he was off the phone. I went over there and hollered at him. I was like, "Hey, man, somebody want to get some stuff out the staff dining area, and they're going to pay pretty good for you to do that." He was like, "All right." I was like, "When you come back in, come to my cubicle and get the list and stuff so that way you can get the stuff that he needs." So he's like, "All right." So then, boom, I come back in, take my little shower. That's when Pee Wee come around there and I give him the list. He look at the list. He's like, "I'm going to try to get all this stuff, but he said, I don't even know if I can kind of get it because it just depends on what they got out there for us to cook and stuff." So I was like, "All right." So, boom, I didn't go around there and talk to T or nothing like that. I just went to bed. So in the morning when I get up, do my normal thing, waiting on the work call to be called. I'm out there in the day room. I don't go to work till 12. So I'm waiting on the work details to be called. That's when T comes out there. He got like his little Scrabble board. I guess they play Scrabble a lot and stuff like that. So they setting up their table, him and his little crew, because he got like 3 other people that he kind of hang with too. So they getting a little Scrabble board and stuff, ready for they gonna play Scrabble all day. So that's when I seen Pee Wee come out. And when he came out, I didn't talk to him about, going to get nothing from the store or anything. I just looked at him, and shook my head like, what's up, man, boom. He leave out, boom. And when he leave out, that's when T come over to me. He's like, is he going to get the stuff, And I said, yeah. He said he going to try to get it. And he was like, all right, hopefully by Sunday, by Friday, I mean, that he'll have everything. And I was like, yeah, he should, don't even worry about it like that. So, boom. Work call ends, everybody coming back in, locking up. So when they come in, I said, I'm going to go holler at Pee Wee and see how the day went. So I go around there. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? I said, did you get anything today? And he was like, nah, I ain't do nothing. I'm going to try to get it tomorrow, So I was like, all right. I said, I go ahead and tell Taylor, that you probably going to get it tomorrow. And he's like, you know what, man? I was like, what? He's like, my birthday's Sunday, too. And I was like, is it? He's like, you think that if you holler at old boy and if I get all the stuff that he can put in on the plates, with me and stuff like that? And I was like, yeah, I can see what he can do, So, boom. Like I said, Taylor was the porter and stuff like that. So I get up, and go over there. I talk to Taylor. I'm like, hey, man, Pee Wee said that if he get all the stuff for you, that you think that you can put in on the food with him and stuff. And he was like, shit, I don't know, man, because, you never know how, people is. And I don't really want to celebrate my birthday, with nobody else and stuff like that. So I was like, shit. I said, but he going to bring it for free. And he was like, shit, I ain't worried about that. He said, I got money, I'll go ahead and pay it, So I was like, all right, go ahead, and do your thing, So Taylor walk off, boom. The next day, I get up in the morning, go to the day room, and when I'm in the day room, doing my normal thing, looking at the people going off the work details and stuff like that. That's when Taylor come over to me. He's like, hey, man, your boy, keep dumping ashes and stuff on the floor in the bathroom, on the shower and stuff. And I said, I guess people was getting mad about that stuff because I guess when we in the shower smoking, we flick our ashes and stuff on the floor. So he had like a little attitude about that. So I was like, shit, I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to do that, Because, everybody do it probably here and there. Everybody don't do it all the time, but it's like this little bucket they got in the back, That's where you go ahead and flick your asses and stuff at. And people had that like on kind of like a routine and stuff like that. So he telling me that, so I'm like, shit, man, I'm gonna holler at him, make sure that he probably don't do that no more. He said, man, do that for me, my dog, because shit, I'm tired of cleaning up after people, So I was like, all right, I go on and holler at him. But Pee Wee already done left to go to his little work detail, so I ain't had a chance to holler at him. So when he come back, at the work detail, after they do the count clear, he come around to my little cubicle. He got the green pepper. So I'm like, shit, that's good, I was like, hey, man, Taylor, like, man, don't be flicking asses up on the floor and stuff like that. And he was like, fuck Heavy T, And I was like, damn, man, why you saying it like that? He said, because, shit, he can't tell me what to do, shit. And I was like, shit, if he's a porter and stuff like that, you don't want to, basically get involved with people that is feeling like you're disrespecting them and stuff like that, because that's why certain people get in certain situations, because if they see that you're doing something that you ain't supposed to, then they're going to confront you about it. And then after that, you keep doing it, then it's a form of disrespect after that. So I was basically telling Pee Wee, hey, man, just don't be flicking the ashes up on the floor. So he was like, all right, man, But like I said, fuck Heavy T, I'm going to go ahead and get him his stuff. But shit, after that, I ain't going to really be fucking with him. I was like, shit, that's cool, you ain't really got to fuck with him like that. Just make sure that you just don't be disrespecting the man. So he was like, shit, he just walked off, did his normal thing, So then, right before the shower, that's when, Taylor with me and him was in the back talking while he was back there cleaning the showers and stuff. So I was telling him, I was like, hey, man, he got the green pepper, where you want me to put it at? He was like, I'll be around there to get it, So I took my shower, go back, to my little cubicle, sit down on the bed. That's when Taylor come over there. I give him the green pepper and stuff. He's like, thanks, man, And I was like, shit. But you need to be really thinking about, looking out for Pee Wee, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he getting his stuff, you know what I'm saying, to make your meal come through. So you need to really be thinking about, looking out for him. And he's like, nah, man, I ain't gonna do that, I was like, all right. Now tell me if I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? You think that I should have got involved in that situation by giving him the food, or you think that I should have just left everything, let them kind of figure it out? So then Taylor walk off, boom. So then Wednesday come, that's store date, basically. So Taylor getting all the stuff that he needs, boom. All we waiting on now is the cream cheese. So then when Pee Wee come back in from his work detail, from the staff dining area, he didn't bring the cream cheese. So when I go around there and holler at him, that's when I found out that he didn't bring it. So I'm like, shit, you think you're gonna be able to get it, And he's like, man, I'm gonna try to get it, but I don't know if I can be able to get it or not, but I'm gonna try to get it. I was like, all right. So boom, yard time comes, we go out to the yard, everybody out there just chilling. So I see T, I'm like, he's like, you get anything today? I was like, nah, he said that he ain't gonna bring it in today. He probably bring it in tomorrow. He's like, shit, we only got 2 more days before Friday. So I was like, shit, I said, man, he gonna get it, man, he gonna get it. And he was like, all right, I hope so. I was like, yeah, he gonna get it, man, So then I got this, like I said, it's store day, so I got all the stuff that Pee Wee needed, that he put on the list. So I get all that stuff, boom, pack it up, from T, go around to my cubicle area, sit down for a minute. I'm waiting, for Pee Wee to come in from the yard. So when he come in there, I go around there, I give him the stuff, he looking at the stuff. He's like, man, shit, I really want something to eat, man. I really don't want to pay for it to give him this stuff, I was like, all right, man, I said, what you want to do? He's like, you can take it back around there to him, just tell him, that I basically want to get in on a meal with him. And I was like, all right, but I just left the stuff on the bed, boom, I go back. Like I said, the next morning, that's when I seen Taylor again, and I'm telling Taylor, hey, man, he don't really want the commissary and stuff like that you just gave him. He wants you to actually put something in on the meal. He want to put something on the meal with you. So he was like, shit, man, I told you, man, I ain't going to be doing nothing like that. This is my people's party. It ain't, got nothing to do with nobody else. He said if he want to have his own party, he could throw his own little thing, and that way, everybody be on a different page. We ain't going to all be on the same page trying to contribute to everything like that. So I was like, all right, man, boom. Thursday come, I get up in the morning. Now I'm telling Pee Wee, hey, man, hey, make sure that you try to get that today. If you can't get it, make sure that you get it tomorrow. So he was like, all right, man, I try, man. But I don't think that he was trying. I think that he was kind of upset about everything, how the meals and stuff was playing out and stuff. So he kind of, was bullshitting, with Taylor. So he goes to his little staff, little dining area, whatever he does, we come back, when the details and stuff come back, so it's count time. So I can't go around there and holler at him and see if he got anything or not. So then after count, we go to chow. So I see him in the chow hall, and I'm like, hey, did you get anything today? And he's like, nah, I'm gonna get it tomorrow. Make sure I get it tomorrow. So I was like, all right, man, just kind of make sure that you get it, because you already paid the man for his stuff. And he's like, man, I still got that stuff bagged up, I don't know if I want to give it to him or however I want to do it. I was like, shit, just go ahead, to get the man his stuff. He already paid you. Everything is cool. Y'all ain't really got to worry about nothing. I said, he's like, man, but shit, I'm trying to eat too. And I was like, shit, I know you is. I said, everybody probably trying to eat, because I think he was making some nachos or something. He's going to put it on this little table, and everybody's going to eat it off the table. His little crew that he had. So, boom. So in the morning, we do our normal thing, waiting on work call to be called. So I go to the back and I'm smoking, me and Pee Wee. So while I'm back there smoking, we back there doing our thing. That's when Taylor come up in there. He's like, shit, man, you think you're going to be able to get that stuff today? Because it's the last day. And Pee Wee was like, yeah, man, I'm going to try, man. But the way that he was looking was like that, said he really wasn't going to be trying at all. He was just basically blowing smoke up the dude's ass and stuff. And then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, Pee Wee flicked his little ashes on the floor, and Taylor got mad. You know, he was like, man, you know what I'm saying, quit disrespecting me, because I got to clean up after y'all, you know what I'm saying, when y'all be doing all that stuff. So that's when Pee Wee was like, man, fuck you, man, you know. I was like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying, why you getting the attitude, you know what I'm saying, about that flicking your ashes on that man's floor? I said, you know, he don't like doing it. I said, the bucket's right there. You can go ahead and flick the ashes in the bucket. He was like, I'll flick the ashes anywhere I want to. So I kind of broke it up, you know what I'm saying. I told Pee Wee, hey, man, go ahead and go to work, man. You know what I'm saying. Don't be sitting around here, you know what I'm saying, jitter-jattering about some more bullshit or whatever. So Pee Wee, you know what I'm saying, he leaves out and he goes to work. So while he back there, we talking, Taylor like, man, I don't think that he's going to get it. And I was like, shit, I don't think so either. I said, you might have to go to a plan B on your meal and stuff. He was like, yeah, I can try to figure out what I can do. You know, I can look through my little locker and see what all I got, you know. So I was like, all right, boom, I leave out the bar to go back to my cube, lay down for a minute, go to work. Boom. When I get off work, I come back to my little dorm area, you know what I'm saying, sit on my bed, do my normal thing. And probably about 5 minutes later, that's when Pee Wee come around there, you know. He's like, I got the cream cheese. He threw it to me. I caught it, you know. Boom, I put it like on my leg. That way wasn't nobody see it, just in case the guards or something walk by. I kind of hid it, you know. I was like, shit, he going to be happy about that. He said, and Pee Wee was like, shit, he ain't going to be happy, you know, if I don't get fed. And I was like, what you mean by that? He was like, shit, if he ain't gonna feed me or whatever, shit, it might be some type of problem. I was like, man, ain't gonna be no damn problem. I said, you need to quit, you know what I'm saying, tripping like that, you know what I'm saying, thinking like that, because shit, it's your birthday and it's his birthday. Both of y'all need to be, you know what I'm saying, on the same page when it comes to certain things. So Pee Wee was like, shit, I ain't worried about it, man. I ain't gonna even worry about that stuff. So he leave off, boom, go do his normal thing, and, you know, I don't know what he gonna do, go back to his little cubicle. So then on Saturday, on Hamburger Day, you know what I'm saying, like I said, Hamburger Day is like a real important day, you know what I'm saying, for inmates up in there. So while I'm sitting at the chow hall eating my hamburger, doing my normal thing, my hamburgers and my fries, that's when I seen Taylor, you know what I'm saying, coming over to Pee Wee's table with a tray, you know what I'm saying. I mean, Taylor probably got about 3 or 4 hamburgers, because like I said, he was a big dude and he did certain things on the side to where he can kind of make money to pay people. So he probably had an extra tray. He was trying to take it over there to Pee Wee, you know what I'm saying, so that Pee Wee can eat the extra hamburger. And Pee Wee was like, nah, he didn't want it. So when I seen that, I was like, shit, he must got some type of beef going on or whatever, because shit, he don't want no hamburger, you know, because everybody, like I said, everybody want them hamburgers. So then, boom, come back to the dorm, and when I'm back at the dorm, I go to the shower, do my normal thing. That's when Taylor came in there, and I was like, shit, man, what's up, man? He was like, shit, nothing. I said, you getting your meal and stuff ready? He was like, shit, everything's on point, you know, I got everything, you know. I was like, shit, but shit, Pee Wee kind of helped you out, you know what I'm saying, on all that stuff, you know. So won't you just think about it again, you know what I'm saying, it's the last time, because tomorrow's your birthday, and I want to make sure that everything is going to be cool for both of y'all. And he was like, shit, I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to give him nothing. Shit, I tried to give him a hamburger today, but he didn't want to take it. And I was like, yeah, because he probably was upset or something like that, you know. I mean, his birthday here in a couple days, you know, too. You know what I'm saying, just like yours. So, shit, he probably upset. So, boom. When I come out, I seen Pee Wee on the phone, you know what I'm saying, talking to, I don't know who he was talking to, but he was on the phone. But when he got out the phone, it looked like he had a little attitude. He come around to my little cubicle, and he's like, shit, man. And so I'm having a bad day. I was like, you having a bad day? And he was like, yeah, man. He said, shit, my people ain't going to come and visit me tomorrow. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying. Like, I ain't really worried about no visits or nothing like that, but I know how important visitation is to certain people. So he was like, shit, I'm going to have to figure out something. He said, I ain't even get no letter today or anything like that. You know, on Friday, he didn't get no card or nothing like that. So I guess he was just feeling off the, you know what I'm saying, a little down and stuff like that. So then Pee Wee walk off, boom. I get up, you know what I'm saying, go to the day room. You know, I've seen Taylor out there, you know, on this little Scrabble game with this little 3 people. You know what I mean, they playing Scrabble and stuff like that. You know, and he's looking all happy and stuff because, you know, shit, he about to have his meal and stuff going down and stuff. So I'm like, shit, let's looking at that, you know. I'm like, shit, at least somebody happy, you know. So then when I was walking off, that's when Taylor was like, "Hey, Fats, come here, man." He was like, "Man," he said, "What's up with your boy?" I said, "I don't know, man." I said, "He just feeling kind of down right now because ain't nobody sent him no card or nothing. He ain't gonna get no visit on Sunday on his birthday." And he was like, "Shit, I don't think nobody I ain't gonna get one, so I ain't really worried about it." The way that he was talking was like he was trying to be sarcastic, you know what I'm saying, about everything. So I was like, shit, I just walked off, went back to my little cubicle doing my thing. Boom, Sunday come. That's his birthday. So when they doing their birthday stuff, they got the little table out there in the day room. They get the table all set up. They get a little Scrabble game, you know what I'm saying, going. They start, playing Scrabble at first. And then, Taylor start cutting down all the meat and stuff that he's going to have, on this little nacho tray out in the day room. So he cutting all this stuff up, getting it ready, And I'm seeing Pee Wee going back and forth like he's just looking and seeing what they doing. He just moving like walking around the pod, back and forth, going from the bathroom, going to his cubicle, going to the day room, sitting up in the day room, standing up watching TV and stuff like that. So I'm thinking that he just, just basically walking around trying to get some stress up off of him. But I ain't know that, he was sitting there, probably plotting on people. But shit, I didn't know at that time. So, like I said, he walking around doing his normal thing, So then, boom. Time for the meal, They got it all on the table, all they chips and stuff, all they onions, green peppers, chili. They got everything on there, cheese and all that stuff. So I'm sitting in my cube, doing my normal thing. That's when Taylor come around there. He's like, "Hey, man, I need like 12 sodas." So I'm like, "Nah, I ain't got 12. I got 10, So I give him the 10 sodas that he needed, He take them on out to the day room, sit them on the table, I guess for his people and stuff like that. So then while they sitting there, doing that thing, I come out. I just want to see how it looks, It looked pretty good, So I was like, shit, that shit look good, I said, I want some of that. And he's like, shit, you can't have none. It's just for me and my people, And I was like, all right, they all three of them, all four of them, they was cool as a motherfucker because, like I said, they play Scrabble and stuff all day and stuff. So then, probably about 15 minutes later, before the football game and stuff start kicking off, because it's like 8 o'clock now, So about 15 minutes later, that's when, Pee Wee come out, and when he come out to the day room, he's looking at all their food and stuff on the table, and he's, I guess the look in his eye was like the eye of the tiger, I was like, shit, I hope this man don't do nothing kind of crazy and stuff. So then, that's when Pee Wee went over to the table, grabbed one of the chips, boom. And Taylor like, "Man, what the fuck you doing, man? Stay away, get your motherfucking nasty ass hands up out my motherfucking food." And Pee Wee was like, "Shit, I'm hungry too, And then that's when Taylor jumped up and he was like, "Shit, man, don't be putting your motherfucking dirty ass hands, on my food and stuff like that." And Pee Wee was looking at him like, "Shit, man, I can do whatever I want to." And Taylor was like, "Shit, nah, you can't. You can't do what the fuck you wanted to do. This ain't your motherfucking meal. You ain't putting none of this together." And he was like, "But shit, I got the stuff for it, So then they going back and forth arguing and stuff like that. So then that's when Pee Wee went down and grabbed another chip, put it in his mouth, start chomping on it. So then that's when Taylor pushed him like, "Man, get the fuck away from my motherfucking table, So when he did that, Pee Wee backed up, kind of, a little far because, like I said, Taylor was a big dude, So when he pushed him kind of hard, and he went back, like a little bit. So then Taylor was like, "Man, get your motherfucking ass back to your little cubicle, Get the fuck out this motherfucking day room." Pee Wee was like, "Shit, I ain't got to go no motherfucking where." And he's like, "You better get your motherfucking ass up out of here." So then they got to arguing a little bit, When they got to arguing, I kind of like stepped in between it, a little bit, But shit, when I stepped in between them, that's when Pee Wee, kind of swung over me. I ain't duck or nothing like that, but he just put his hands behind me and stuff like that. So I'm caught in between both of them, trying to break the whole issue up. So then Taylor back up a little bit, And then his little partners over there, you know what I'm saying, they stood up, and then Pee Wee was like, what y'all trying to get into it too? Y'all want to get some of this too? And the other dude was like, shit, we ain't in it, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna be disrespecting our food and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? They trying to calm the whole situation down. So then I go to the bathroom doing my normal thing. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, after I kind of broke it up a little bit, I go to the bathroom smoking my stuff. That's when Pee Wee come back to the bathroom, to the shower room. And when he come back there, he had a little attitude and shit, and I'm like, shit, man, you need to chill out with that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because shit, you ain't supposed to be disrespecting people's food and stuff like that. So then that's when Taylor came in there. But when instead of Taylor coming in there, you know what I'm saying, just talking, he came in there swinging. Boom, 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 boom. That big motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, was throwing his hands so motherfucking good. I mean, for a fat dude, you know what I'm saying, that big like that, to be throwing his hands so motherfucking fast, I mean, you could tell he was trained to go. I mean, he started on 10 motherfucking toes, you know what I'm saying, all that day doing his thing. Boom, he was hitting Pee Wee so motherfucking hard. Boom, boom, boom. Pee Wee start backing up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, his nose and shit was bleeding, you know what I'm saying? His eye, you know what I'm saying, got swollen that fast as a motherfucker, like a couple hits, you know what I'm saying? His eyes started getting big, you know. And I'm looking at that shit and I'm like, damn, man. So I run up out the bathroom because shit, I ain't trying to really get myself involved in nothing like that, because I think at this time, you know, I said I had to write up and stuff, and I didn't want to, I was on a suspended sentence, so I didn't want to get caught up in no motherfucking bullshit, so I had to hurry up and get the fuck up out there. But yeah, when they start fighting and stuff, I mean, they was probably fighting there for probably about 3 or 4 minutes, you know, and then that's when, you know what I'm saying, his 3 other partners came back in there, you know what I'm saying, they kind of broke it up and stuff. But yeah, when it went down like that, I mean, over a birthday party and stuff like that, I mean, they really couldn't understand why 2 people was fighting, and it was both of them was their birthday. But yeah, they got caught up in a bad situation. I mean, Pee Wee ended up, you know, going to the clinic and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, because he was kind of, I think his nose and shit was broke, but I ain't really for sure, because after he went to the clinic, they ended up rolling him to the back to the max, because he went to the clinic for his nose and stuff like that. But yeah, when you in the penitentiary, you don't want to get involved in certain things like that. You might have a disagreement about something small, and it could turn out to be something big, you know. And some people don't agree on certain things just because it's your birthday. They might not agree that, you know, they ain't gonna do the same motherfucking thing all the time. You know, you might do something different with somebody else might do something different. But you got to learn how to do things on your own, and not put yourself in situations to where, you know, you can get kind of hurt. I don't know if I was wrong or right when it came to that stuff. All I knew is that I knew somebody that knew how to get the stuff, and I wanted to make sure that he got it, you know, because like I said, you know, so T was a cool individual with me, and I knew him real good. So when he asked me to get him, you know what I'm saying, some stuff about the kitchen, I went to the person that I knew could get it up out the kitchen. But I didn't know that, you know, Pee Wee was going to be this type of person like that. So it ended up turning out bad, you know what I'm saying, for both of them. I mean, T didn't end up going to the hole or nothing like that. I mean, he just put his little whooping down there, you know what I'm saying? They ate their little food and they went to bed and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, like I said, when you go to the penitentiary, you don't want to get yourself involved in bad situations. But y'all hit that like and subscribe button for your boy so we can get into this 500 subscriber giveaway. Y'all stay up and y'all be peaceful. Leave a comment and let me know how things is. And like I said, if I haven't shouted you out yet, all you gotta do is just leave me a comment, let me know to shout you out, and I'll make sure that I do it on my next video. Y'all stay up and be peaceful.